Welcome to Profit Without Worry, episode number 88. Ever wonder where the heck your audience is hiding out? Or how to more consistently attract more of them? Well, let's talk about that today. Hey there, I'm Michelle Evans, and this is the show where coaches, experts, and business owners like us get real about what it takes to create a profitable online business. I can tell you from experience that nonstop hustle plus random acts of marketing do not equal success. So how do we attract a steady flow of clients and sales without all the hustle? This is the Profit Without Worry podcast. Hey, welcome back and thanks for tuning in. I love hanging out with you every week. Have you taken the time to subscribe to the show so that you never miss an episode? If not, it's super easy to do. You can go to your podcast app of choice, or if you don't like podcast apps, you can go directly to the website at profitwithoutworry.com. All you have to do is opt in to my list and you can download the 5 steps to profit without worry and you'll be notified. And I want to remind you that I love to hear from you. Yes, you. I know I say this almost every week, but yes, I am talking to you. It's super easy. You can email me at michelle@michellelevans.com or hit me up on Facebook, LinkedIn, or Instagram. Tag me and use the hashtag Profit Without Worry so that I can see your message. Ask a question, leave a comment, or honestly just say hi. I love to put a face with your name so that I know who's tuning in each week. It makes it a little more personal, you know? All right, one of the biggest questions that I work with clients and students on is this: how do I grow my audience? And not just like people who click like on my stuff, but people who might actually want to buy from me. It's an important, critical piece of running a business, any business, right? Not just an online business. How do I get my audience's attention? How do I connect with them? How do I attract them into my business? My grandpa used to always tell me, let's fish where the fish are biting. My grandpa, he loved to fish. He lived to fish, to be honest. And I think that I have like 23 or 24 first cousins, and he loved to wake us grandkids up to go fishing in the wee hours of the morning when we were out camping. Some of my most favorite memories are with him on his boat saying, shh, the fish won't bite when you're so loud. And you know what? He was right. When we went fishing where the fish were, or where they were biting, it was a lot easier to catch fish. On those mornings, we'd quickly catch our max limit and then be off to enjoy the day. But sometimes we'd be on that boat for hours and hours and hours looking for the fish. Those were the times I hated going fishing because we had to be silent. And I mean, true story, it's really hard for me to, especially as a kid, it was really hard for me to sit still and be silent for that long. And that was torture for me. In fact, that boredom and enforced silence was probably what made me stop going fishing so much, because it felt like a punishment sometimes. Who wants to sit around hoping a fish will bite all day long? My grandpa did, but not me. I'd rather be swimming or really doing anything else where I could make noise. And the same goes for your business and my business. Like, who wants to be sitting around all day hoping for your audience to bite? Not me, and I bet not you either. I mean, let's talk about 3 highly valuable tools, and all of them have a free option. But these tools are so cool because you can use them to figure out where your audience is hiding so that you can go straight to them versus, sitting in the boat all day hoping to find them. So the 3 tools, let's start with the first one. So it's Ubersuggest. And I have to tell you, this is a tool that Neil Patel put together. And if you don't know Neil Patel, he is like the SEO master. He is so phenomenal at getting found on Google and really, setting your website up for success. And he created this really cool tool. I've used it for a long time, but he just did like a massive overhaul and upgrade to it. So if you haven't checked out Ubersuggest in a while, I highly suggest it. So first, with Ubersuggest, you can use it to find keyword ideas, find content ideas. Like there's some really cool features for your content marketing game. But what's really cool that he recently added is this traffic analyzer. So what you can do is you can go in and you can find the top pages for certain keywords. You can find top keywords for your pages. You can find... you can put in like a big competitor of yours. You can put in their website and it'll tell you where they're getting their traffic from, what keywords they're being found for, the top referrers. Like it has so much information. And you know what happens with this is that it tells you where the audience is. It tells you, are they hanging out on Facebook, Instagram? Are they getting referrals from partners or from keywords? Like, where are they getting this traffic from? And it even tells you the numbers, like how much traffic they're getting a month. Now, I do want you to take this with a grain of salt. Because like for me, I have my main website, but then I have different sites like through... some people use lead pages. I use ClickFunnels. I have some other stuff. So not all my traffic goes to my site. But when you're talking about a big competitor, it's really interesting to see where their traffic is coming from and, what keywords they're ranked for and all that kind of stuff, because they have probably spent a lot of money and a lot of time figuring this out. And so you can shortcut it with this cool tool that Neil Patel made. And hello, it's totally free. You can go through and even do a site audit. So it does it has this section called SEO Analyzer, and SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. It basically is how Google finds your site. And it will go through and you can audit your own site. You can audit, big competitors' sites. It'll tell you where backlinks are coming from for ideas of partners and all sorts of stuff. Like there is so much cool stuff here and it's totally free. Neil Patel has done an amazing job on this. And then, when you find out where the traffic is coming from and what the top pages are and what the top keywords are, you can go and you can do some content ideas so that you can be found too. Isn't that awesome? All right, the second one that I really love is SimilarWeb. Now, SimilarWeb has, and it's at similarweb.com. Ubersuggest is at ubersuggest.com. And I'll link to these in today's show notes. So if you're driving around or running around or whatever, and you can't write these down, you can just go to your podcast app or just go to today's show notes, which you'll find at profitwithoutworry.com/episode-88. And so all the links will be right there, so you don't have to worry about writing them down. But SimilarWeb has a paid option. You don't need that though right away. I mean, you can definitely get it if you want to, but you can get a lot from their free option. And so if you go to similarweb.com, you'll see right at the top, you'll see their logo, and right next to it, it says analyze any website or app. It's really cool. Just put in your big competitors there. And again, it's going to tell you where their traffic's coming from, what countries they're getting them from, their top traffic sources. And again, by knowing this, the top referring sites, it'll tell you, the top organic keywords, their top social channels, if they have any like Google AdWords ads going, their top website content, their audience interests. So if you're doing any advertising, you can find them there. And then it also at the very bottom, if you scroll way down, it says also visited websites. So it tells you what other websites the same audience is visiting. It is so cool. If you're doing ads, these are so key to just understanding where the heck the traffic is coming from and what they're looking for. But even beyond that, just to get a high level view of, wow, okay, this is where their traffic is coming from. Here's where they're getting the vast majority of their traffic from and their referrals from, and what people are looking at on the site. Like, it is really cool. And again, all this is available for free. If you sign up and use their paid service, you'll get even more in-depth information. But, for our services for our purposes of just trying to find out, like, where is my audience hiding out? It's really, really valuable. So I put in one of my big competitor sites. And when I say competitor, I just mean somebody who's in the same space as you. And I can see that on this website, 94.82% of the traffic is from Facebook. So I know, we're playing in the same sandbox. I know that my audience is really on Facebook. I'm actually surprised that Instagram isn't higher up on this, but it goes Facebook, then YouTube at 2.7%, then LinkedIn at 1.2%, and Twitter at 1.2%. So I can see, okay, if I want to play in the same sandbox, Facebook is where I need to really focus, because these other, it's like 95% of the traffic that comes from social. But even more than that, I can see that on this particular website that a lot of the traffic comes from direct, which means from an email list. And also from referral sites. So it just gives me some really good ideas of, all right, this is how this person or this company got to this place. Their people are on Facebook, or their people are on whatever channel. So that's SimilarWeb. And I highly encourage you to just go poke around in there. Go find a big competitor or two that has enough website traffic for you to get some good insights, and then just see what's going on, where they're getting their traffic, what are people looking at on their site, all that kind of stuff. All right, the third one, where you can just see what people are responding to, what they're sharing, what they're commenting on, what they're looking at, is BuzzSumo. Now, I would say you would go to buzzsumo.com after you do Ubersuggest and after you do SimilarWeb, because by then you're going to have some more insight, and you can really take a look at, all right, what's trending now. You can do a topic explorer if you know what keywords you want to look for, if you know what specific like SEO terms that you would look for. And again, you would get those from Ubersuggest and SimilarWeb. You wouldn't even have to come up with them yourself. But on BuzzSumo, it'll tell you, okay, these are the top ranked articles or posts or whatever in this topic area, and you can choose, show me the last 24 hours, the past week, the past month, the past 6 months, the past year, the past 2 years, the past 5 years, or some other specific range. And then you can filter by all sorts of other things. So if you want to take a look at blog posts, you could filter those. There's just tons of stuff you can do there, but it'll tell you, are people sharing this on Facebook? Are they sharing it on Twitter? Is there a lot of organic traffic to it? All that kind of stuff. So you can do a content analyzer. You can do a Facebook analyzer, where you can maximize your Facebook engagements by analyzing which posts perform best. So you can track your own Facebook stuff, or you can track your competitors' Facebook stuff. That's under the paid service, so I haven't used that as much, but I've had clients who have used it, and it can be really, really interesting and powerful just to stay on top of it. But again, you can get a lot from just the free services on BuzzSumo, on SimilarWeb, and Ubersuggest is free. So those are 3 great places for you to, just go find where your people are hanging out. Where's the activity happening? What are people talking about? What are they looking at? What are they searching for? And you can go pretty deep with these free, with Ubersuggest as a free tool, and the other two with their free services. And you can get so much good information. You don't have to guess where your people are at. So I'd love to hear how this goes for you. Were you able to jump on? Did you try out Ubersuggest? Did you go to SimilarWeb? Did you find some new cool ahas that you didn't know about your audience or your competitors? Did you find out, where your competitors are getting their traffic? Did you find out that, your audience was on a platform that you weren't sure they were on? What came up for you? Hit me up on social media or email me, Michelle@michellelevans.com. All right, as you were listening to this, did you think of someone who could use these insights about creating profit without worry for their own business? If you can think of someone who could use this, would you do both of us a big favor and share this episode with them? It's easy to do from whatever podcasting app you're listening on, or you can just share the URL for today's show and they can listen right on their computer, tablet, phone, whatever. They don't have to have a podcasting app. It's profitwithoutworry.com/episode-88. And your friend can listen right there. And don't forget to download your freebie, 5 Steps to Profit Without Worry. You can get that at today's show notes or profitwithoutworry.com/free so that you can see what it takes to create a movement with your marketing. All right, have an amazing week, and I'll see you back here next week, same time, same place, on another great episode of Profit Without Worry. See you then.